Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Precision Lead Efficacy with Full 5D BIM Cubicost 2022 new product launch by Glodon Malaysia. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Kimberly Lau, Account Manager of Glodon Malaysia. It is my honor to be your MC today. First, on behalf of Glodon Malaysia, we're excited to have you with us today to witness the launch of Glodon Cubicost C-IV. Your presence means a lot to us. Before we officially start, I would like to take a minute to brief you on the house rules. We care about your thoughts. If you have any questions throughout the webinar, kindly type them in the Q&A panel provided. The Q&A panel is located at the toolbar below, and our technical crew will reply your queries as soon as possible. However, if you encounter any technical issues during the webinar, kindly raise them through the Q&A panel. Our technical team will be ready to assist you. By joining this webinar until the end, you are entitled to CPD and CCD points. Do ensure that your registered details are correct. If you have any personal details that you wish to add on or revise, you may fill it up in the feedback form before you leave the webinar. Our team will look into it and contact you if necessary. Once you have completed the feedback form, you'll be receiving an appreciation email from us attached with a certificate of attendance. We appreciate your cooperation and understanding. Thank you for your attention and enjoy. BIM digitalization has now encompassed the entire AEC industry. When there are major shifts in the industry, the only way to benefit from them and continue to thrive is to stay agile and keep up with the pace of change. As technology develops further, BIM-based digital cost management platform gives AEC players unprecedented levels of accuracy, productivity, and real-time collaboration. As stated in our subtopic, stay competitive and profitable in the game, it is clear that AEC players on BIM digital cost management platforms have significant competitive advantages to deliver successful building projects compared to conventional ways. For the third year in a row since 2020, Glodon Cubicost's new product launch has been broadcasted online due to the pandemic. We hope that by staying with us thus far, you have been updated with the industry's leading digital cost estimation software and are one of the many companies which are at the forefront of 5D BIM technology. Alright, before we start, I think this is the moment everyone has been waiting for. For this year's lucky draw, we have prepared exclusive prizes such as an iPhone 13 Pro. To stand a chance in winning, you may join our lucky draw session on our social media platforms. So how do you join? All you need to do is head to Glodon Malaysia's LinkedIn or Facebook, follow us, then proceed to liking and sharing the lucky draw post. Winners will be announced shortly before the event ends. Change happens. Be prepared, be proactive, and be in control on all your projects. For the first time, we are proud to have our Managing Director of Glodon Southeast Asia, Mr. Andy Zhang, here in Malaysia to deliver a welcome speech for Glodon Malaysia. Please welcome Andy.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Andy, the Managing Director of Glodon Southeast Asia. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for coming today and being part of our 2022 new product launch event. And I'm very delighted to give a very warm welcome to our partners and friends from Malaysia. Well, in recent years, digital transformation has been shaping new ways of how we do things. The events of past 2 years have changed how we work, how we connect, and how we think about the challenges and opportunities of disruption. However, all these changes have also given us a lot of positive impacts in digital transformation. Despite many unfortunate events that happened due to the COVID pandemic, at the same time, it acts as one of the catalysts in transforming the business to be more digital and smarter in many industries as well. Especially the building construction industry is undergoing a dramatic shift, using technology to identify new opportunities and accelerate business growth. The digital transformation that the industry is undergoing can bring it right up to date with BIM, cloud computing, big data, Internet of Things, mobile internet, and artificial intelligence. However, For an industry that has typically been a laggard when it comes to innovation and implementation of technologies, the management of change is a delicate balance between keeping projects running and development of better new processes. The management of change is a delicate balance between keeping projects running and development of better new processes. Well, digital building is a fast-moving area, and with new solutions and a young workforce bringing this cultural shift, with them there is always new discussions, products, and ways of working to be discussed, which can streamline and upgrade the industry in a positive way. Due to such digital trends, we in Global are determined to continue to provide strong digital tools with advanced technologies for the people in this industry. For the past 3 years alone, we have invested around over $50 million to research and development. With this, we really hope that the quantity surveyors, cost managers, and other professionals can grow digitally and sustainably along with the development in the industry. And for the past year, where we were navigating through the COVID situation, Global is constantly reshaping the ways we deliver value to our customers to ensure we are providing the right digital tools needed to both meet the intensifying industry demands of today and meet the future needs that benefit the whole industry. Till date, Global Malaysia have more than 500 AEC firms that have already adopted Global Cubicost 5D BIM solutions, including 150 consultant firms, 350 contractor firms, and 12 universities. And more than 3,000 QS or cost managers completed Global Cubicost 5D BIM professional training courses in 2021. This is also another key step that makes Global to become #1 trusted 5D BIM digital cost estimation provider in Asia. Well, without your unwavering support, we'll never reach where we are today. So on behalf of Global team, I would like to take this opportunity to express our heartfelt thanks to all of our partners and customers. We are grateful for the trust you've placed in us. Well, this year, Global Cubicost C-IV new product launch. It was our 3rd year to host you online. In developing one unified 5D BIM solution platform, we are making an important investment in the resiliency of our customers. It is an exploration and celebration of what's possible as our software solution become smarter and more flexible, so that our customers are able to think creatively, work digitally, and collaborate efficiently, and focus on their projects to deliver better results. Well, in coming years, our research and development will also focus more on the construction stage, such as progress claims, subcontract management, budget management, final account, and etc. This attempt to assist contractors to have better cost management during the construction stage, as well as to maximize the project profit by using our 5D BIM solution. We aim to serve the best one-stop whole lifecycle 5D BIM digital cost management solution to the industry. In closing, I would like to express my gratitude to our guest of honor today, Dato Asri, Chief Executive of CIDB Malaysia. Thank you for supporting this event. Last but not least, wish everyone an enjoyable and fruitful event today. And also, we do hope that everyone would find it inspirational toward your digital transformation strategies. Wish everyone stay safe, stay healthy, and get through this trying period soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Andy, for your heartwarming speech. Next, On behalf of Global Malaysia, we are privileged to welcome our guest of honor, Yang Berbahagia Dato' Engineer Ahmad Ashri Abdul Hamid, Chief Executive of CIDB, to deliver and officiate the event. Let's welcome Yang Berbahagia Dato'.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm indeed delighted to have been invited by Global Malaysia to deliver the opening speech for this virtual event, Precision Lead Efficacy with full 5D BIM, Cubicost C-IV product launch. Truly, the introduction of this new product that we are witnessing today is very much in line with the National Construction Policy 2030 aspiration of digitalizing the construction industry. CIDB has been heavily promoting the use of advanced technology and BIM in particular ever since the start of the Construction Industry Transformation Program, CITP, that covers a period from 2016 to 2020, and the Construction 4.0 Strategic Plan, which covers a period from 2021 to 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, the COVID-19 pandemic has presented countless challenges which we are still grappling with today. We have done much to overcome many of the challenges since the pandemic started in 2020. But make no mistake, we are in a new normal today, and we must adapt and innovate to ensure we stay ahead of the game. Although Malaysia is entering the endemic phase, the situation is still very fluid worldwide as the entire ecosystems have been disrupted, and restarting the economy is not an easy task. Still, I believe things are going to turn for the better in 2022, thanks to the collective efforts of various government agencies and the private sector. As I mentioned, we have all faced unprecedented challenges in the past 2 years. It has dramatically changed our individual behaviors in life as well as entire ecosystems and industries. One of the results that is the use of advanced technology has been greatly expedited. This has transformed many areas of our lives, from working to shopping to payments and more. Almost everything can be done virtually now. In the construction industry, professionals turn to a variety of technology tools to overcome the problems caused by the pandemic, which include supply chain disruption, inaccurate quantity takeoff calculation, cost overruns, ineffective communications between various stakeholders, and others. Construction industry professionals have had to adapt to ensure that their projects can be monitored effectively, thus ensuring the projects progress well according to schedule. The Building Information Modeling or BIM is one of the most advanced and important technologies and tools to assist in improving the productivity and quality of construction projects in Malaysia. As all of you may know, BIM's intelligent digital models benefit all stages of a construction projects, as various parties can access and update the same digital model to facilitate coordination, communication, analysis, project management, and even asset management. For example, utilizing BIM models in construction projects as opposed to hard copy drawings can facilitate better communication between multiple parties, as all stakeholders have access to the same file and building model. This will promote effective communication within a project team that comprises professionals from various disciplines such as architects, engineers, and surveyors, as well as semi-skilled and non-skilled workers for efficient project management and monitoring. Using BIM eliminates the issues arising from miscommunication between parties, as users are able to design, visualize, simulate, and analyze the key physical and functional characteristics of each element in a project virtually and even before construction begins. This makes it possible to identify and rectify potential issues in the early stages. BIM also creates greater workflow efficiency and produces higher quality results. In addition, BIM provides reliable construction cost estimates through detailed and accurate measurements. BIM technology is proven to minimize project costs and maximize the quality and value of the projects. it can also help reduce waste and any unnecessary works, thus increasing productivity. Thus, the adoption of BIM is crucial in transforming the construction industry to one that is more productive and globally competitive. Towards enhancing the adoption of BIM in this industry, CIDB has established My BIM Center as a one-stop reference, support, services, and capacity building. The My BIM Center provides training and facilities for construction industry players to implement BIM in their projects, thus facilitating the construction industry's adoption of BIM. We are glad to have Global Cubicost as one of the software providers for My BIM Center. Today, we have also opened 6 My BIM satellites training centers around the country to ensure that industry players are able to get access to the training facilities that we offer. Since the opening of the My BIM Center in November 2017, CIDB have trained about 6,000 participants in various BIM training modules. In order to promote BIM plan submission online, CIDB has developed the National BIM e-submission NBES for building planning approval by local authorities during the CITP period. Local authorities which have been involved in the pilot project are Perbadanan Putrajaya (PPJ), Majlis Bandaraya Melaka Bersejarah (MBMB), Majlis Bandaraya Petaling Jaya (MBPJ), Majlis Perbandaran Kangar (MPK), and Dewan Bandaraya Kuching Utara (DBKU). With strong support from local authorities, it is hoped that more construction industry players will use BIM for their projects. Ladies and gentlemen, CIDB will continue to promote the use of BIM and digital data to construction industry through the Construction 4.0 strategic plan, which covers a period of 2021-2025. This is a short-term plan developed by CIDB, which will provide the framework to boost the construction industry's capabilities in the era of the fourth industrial revolution. In the strategic plan, BIM has been identified as one of the 12 disruptive technologies which will change the future of construction. Collaborating with BIM-based solution providers like Global will support CIDB in its efforts to equip the industry players for the arrival of Industrial Revolution 4.0 under the lead of the Construction 4.0 strategic plan. In terms of digital data, I applaud Global for being a strategic partner with our subsidiary, Building Cost Information Services Malaysia Sdn Bhd (BCISM), in promoting the cost data published by the National Construction Cost Center (N3C), a centralized building cost information center for the construction industry in Malaysia. N3C provides contractors and industry players access to broad and deep industry data to enable more accurate and efficient data-driven decision-making processes. The partnership between BCISM and Global Malaysia was officially formalized on 12th of March 2021, which involves integrating N3C with Global's Cubicost TBQ software to digitalize construction cost data. Ladies and gentlemen, before I end this speech, let me congratulate Global Malaysia on the launch of Precision Lead Efficiacy with full 5D BIM Cubicost C-IV product launch. Stay competitive and profitable in the game. Thank you.
Thank you, Yang Berbahagia Datuk, for your wonderful opening speech. I believe our participants gained valuable insights with CIDB. Without further ado, we are proud to present you our key agenda today: the official launch of Cubicost TAS, TRB, TBQ C-IV, and TME C. Before introducing our keynote speakers, here's a gentle reminder. In order to participate in our lucky draw session, kindly head to Global Malaysia's LinkedIn and Facebook, follow us, like, and share the lucky draw post. Winners will be announced shortly before the event ends. We hope you'll be the lucky winner of the iPhone 13 Pro. Now, let's pass it over to our country product manager of TAS and TRB, TS Amirul Izzat, and see what he has to share.
Thanks, Kimberly. Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Amirul. Welcome to our new National Product Launch Event 2022. We have again outdone ourselves as we all brave over another challenging year. I am absolutely thrilled that you can join us today, and I would like to say thank you very much for your time attending this event. I am very honored to represent our amazing product team here today. As you all may know, our Cubicost C-Series is turning 4 this year. Over the past 3 years, we have been progressing, improving, and continuously making every project a success. If you are new to Cubicost products, don't worry about that. Here's a short video to walk you through and assist you to understand more about our Cubicost products.
Over time, the AEC industry has gone through rapid changes and innovations to face ever-evolving new challenges. Digital transformation in the AEC industry necessitates the use of 3D visualization to handle more complex construction projects. The lack of digital solutions will lead to costly and time-consuming errors related to quantity takeoff, drawing interpretation, and design coordination. These lead to poor project accuracy, low productivity, and delays, which result in cost overruns and compromise in building quality. But all of this can easily be avoided. Introducing Glodon Cubicost 5D BIM Digital Cost Management Solution. It brings the power of advanced tools, 3D capabilities, cost management, and other digital solutions to developers, contractors, subcontractors, and consultants. Glodon Cubicost offers 4 types of BIM-based solution that will cover your construction project management lifecycle. With TAS, TRB, TBQ, and TME, you will be able to plan projects effortlessly and streamline processes during the tender, design, and construction stage. Experience smooth collaboration and work efficiency among all project stakeholders over the entire project lifecycle. Furthermore, with the Glodon Cubicost series, users can now strengthen the collaboration by sharing BIM model data online across all project stakeholders. Cubicost TAS 5D BIM Quantity Takeoff for architecture and structure. With TAS, users can experience fast and accurate quantification of 2D drawings and 3D models. Thanks to localized built-in measurement rules, deductions are processed automatically with visible and traceable calculation expressions in 3D, making examination tasks easier. Combining incredible 3D visualization and Cubicost cloud collaboration platform, TAS helps you to achieve an impressive level of efficiency and gets your project off to a great start. Cubicost TRB 5D BIM Quantity Takeoff for rebar. With TRB's built-in calculation parameters, users can get the most accurate data for rebar quantities and various rebar schedules at all times. In addition, TRB's 3D visualization presents you with reliable rebar quantities, and that means you get the most precise and flexible quantity extraction, leaving nothing in the gray. Cubicost TME 5D BIM Quantity Takeoff for mechanical and electrical. Current industry practices pose a huge challenge for experts looking to generate accurate MEP quantity reports, which could cause negative impact on project efficiency. But this issue doesn't have to be the norm. With TME, users can digitally calculate MEP quantities with comprehensive features. Equipped with incredible visualization tools, precise identification methods, and built-in standard calculation rules, TME is more than able to elevate your work experience and efficiency. Cubicost TBQ 5D BIM Digital Cost Estimation and Management. Cost management can be a time-consuming affair, but this doesn't always have to be the case, as TBQ offers a lean data management to your cost data. With TBQ, you will be able to streamline workflows and experience better collaboration between stakeholders, all of which is made possible by consolidating vital data such as rates, tenders, and various cost analysis within a unified platform. All your valuable cost data can be centralized, reused, and analyzed in TBQ to provide better insights, thus helping you evaluate and generate new tenders with just one click. Experience the flexibility to generate BQ report easily in various formats and the capability to collaborate with other project stakeholders. By bringing together all stakeholders onto a single platform, Glodon Cubicost ensures smooth flow of information and streamlined work process between team members. Glodon Cubicost's advanced digital solutions have tremendously helped AEC firms to accelerate their efforts towards the digital transformation to achieve maximum efficiency and accuracy. Glodon Cubicost 5D BIM Digital Cost Management Solution has been a cornerstone of the construction industry and provides complete support to users throughout the project lifecycle. Organizations from around the world choose us as their partner to make their cost management and team collaborations smoother than ever. Simply by using Glodon Cubicost 5D BIM Digital Cost Management Solution. Glodon Cubicost, the #1 trusted 5D BIM Digital Cost Estimation Solution in Asia. Connect with us today.
Since we launched our C series 4 years ago, we have aimed to bring out the most out of the 3 core values of our products to you: intelligence, visualizations, and interconnection. These are part of the key values that have been recognized by our Cubicost frontiers throughout the year. At the end of every year, we reflect on what we have achieved and what we should do better for the next year. Because in Glodon, we always believe that a big part of defining the future is about understanding the past, especially in product development. The year 2020 and 2021 were undeniably difficult times for all of us, but we would like to say thank you for your continuous support. Your constructive comments and your feedback are really matter to us so that together we can improve the Malaysian construction industry at large. Sincerely, we appreciate them all. Now that we have come to the 4th generations of our products, we keep continuing and never stop to innovate and improve our products to give you a better experience, more efficiency, to make you stay competitive and profitable in the post-pandemic era. So, this is the time. In this moment, I am very excited to introduce to all of you our new Glodon Cubicost C-IV. To tell you more details about what new in store, I will pass over the screen to my fellow colleagues, Keen and Sam. I hope you guys will enjoy our new Cubicost C-IV event. Are you guys ready? Let's welcome Keen to the stage.
Thanks, Amiru. Hello everyone, it's my honor to introduce you to our all-new TAS C-IV. TAS C-IV, or you can call it Taking Off for Architectural and Structural Works, has been the leader of 5D quantification in this digitalization era. For the past 10 years, it has been widely praised for its built-in local calculation rules, efficient modeling, and integration of quantity and modeling. Continuing the spirit of the past 3 generations of TAS-C, we are bringing you some exciting updates this year to further improve our working efficiency, quantification accuracy, and of course, a more promising visual of your model. Now, as we all know, construction has become extremely complex and fragmented. Some of the world's largest infrastructural projects requires millions of emails, documents, and workflows. And we struggle to manage such vast amount of information from a multitude of sources, resulting in cost and time overruns, not to mention most of the project over the past 70 years were over budget. Now, why do we want to use integrated BIM solution? Well, for starters, siloed data will be aligned, repetitive workflows will also be automated to boost productivity, and finally to help us collaborate better in a safer environment. In the previous years, we have been utilizing Cubicost from the design stage up to tender stage, streamlining your pre-construction workflows with standardized and automated quantification. And of course, in a much more efficient and accurate outcome, now in TAS C-IV, you can further utilize Cubicost in the construction stage. Most of the time, QSs, project surveyors, rely highly on spreadsheets stored in numerous locations. Progress claims, VOs, and subcontracting, these are the items that actually looks like that. Isn't it amazing how a contractor actually handles all this documentation concurrently in a project, including ongoing payments for hundreds of subcontractors? Getting work done on time with proper documentation is absolutely critical. Without an integrated solution, project members work in silos, increasing the risk of error, miscommunication, and higher project costs down the road. Talk about integrated solution. TAS C-IV offers multiple integration between different software. 2D drawings such as DWG files, PDF, be it scan or CAD oriented, received from upstream to TS C-IV for accurate quantification. TS C-IV also supports IFC and Revit model files, which can be easily imported into TSC. To keep up with the trend, we are proud to mention to you that TSC now supports Revit 2022 this year. Which brings us to our third point, segmentation. With segmentation, you can easily generate your BIM cost model on site according to your construction segregation at ease. Segmentation features in TS C-IV mainly deals with this scenario. Multi-party subcontracting work using construction zone, actual progress claim, vertical segmentation, and progress claim by trade. Let's get an insight of all these features in the next video. So, as you can see from the video over here, right, first thing we need to do is create our progress claim. So I'm going to click on my progress claim and choose the trades or the elements that I want. The next thing I want to do is just highlight on the location, and then after that, you just need to calculate this element. So just give it a moment, right? Before you calculate, of course, you need to include and exclude what you want inside your segmentation. So once you've done that, press OK, and then you can go straight to calculation. So once the calculation is done, you can actually view your quantity right away, right? So you can just select onto your progress claim, and then after that, you can just view quantity, and it will show you exactly as per what you see over here. Now, you have an idea of how segmentation works in handling progress claim. So there are 3 new additions to our segmentation this year, right? So you can see over here, we have segmentation, set associated segmentation, define work done, and check segmentation. So let me walk you through one by one all these elements. We all know that for large projects, formwork and concrete casting of the same element may be claimed in different progress claims. For example, maybe you want to claim the column formwork in March, and then maybe you want to claim the column concrete in the following month. Previously, in TASC, the only thing that it can do for you is to provide the total quantity of the entities as a whole within the segmentation, which means that you cannot specify whether formwork or concrete to be included in the progress claim. Now, you can set what trade work to be included into your segmentation in the Set Associated Segmentation window. You can easily identify them by their display color, beige for formwork, blue for concrete, green for both formwork and concrete done. So how does your claim actually looks like in the quantity table? Well, quantities will be segregated and displayed by their respective segmentation. Very flexible and clear when you extract quantity for progress claim. Say now you are preparing a progress claim for this month in TSC, right? Using segmentation. Let me show you how it actually works.
Alright, let me show you the video of set associated segmentation. So the first thing you want to do is create your progress claim. Once you've done that, select the calculation scope of your elements. Press OK, and then open up the drawings that you want to claim. Let's say column claim. Make sure that your column is only open here so it's easier for you to see. You can close the rest of the elements like beam and slab. Right, now select your column. And then let's say we want to park formwork and concrete under progress claim number 1. Just press OK. And then the rest, we want to set associated segmentation to formwork only. Under progress claim number 1 again, and press OK. Now you're going to repeat the same steps to slabs and beams. You can open up the slab and beam drawing and repeat the same steps. So once you have done that, you can actually calculate these quantities and you can view them in the expression. After calculating these quantities, you can just click on View Expression and you can actually select onto any of the slabs, for example the slab here, and you can see that it is parked under progress claim number 1. And for this one, it's only formwork which is parked under progress claim number 1. So repeat the same steps for progress claim number 2. It's basically a repeated steps. You don't have to confuse yourself. Right, once you have actually done all of these changes over here, you can repeat the same step by calculating it again. And you can view expression. So here you can see that formwork quantity is parked under progress claim number 1. And then you have concrete quantity which is parked under progress claim number 2. So you can even view these quantities inside View Quantity by Category. Right, press OK. And then under here you can see the differences. Progress claim number 1 and progress claim number 2.
So that is for progress claim just now, about set associated segmentation. Now, let's talk about defined work done. So a lot of you, construction project occasionally do vertical progressing. For example, 5-meter height column is split into 2 progress claims, for example, 3 meters and then 2 meters respectively. Brick wall laid until half the height. We can use this as an example. Therefore, vertical elements such as column, walls, staircase will need to have different progress claims. Then, in the previous version, you can only quantify the in full vertical element. But now, you can actually define the percentage of work done for columns and wall in a segmentation to any percentage that you want. Quantities will be calculated automatically based on the percentage defined to give you a precise quantity for each segmentation. So, let's talk about defined work done. First of all, we want to create our progress claim segmentation. So we need to have progress claim number 1 and 2. So I can show you the example. So upon you have done that, you need to make sure that you choose the element, of course, right? After you have created it, the next step you want to do is select the vertical element. For example, you have columns or walls, right? It doesn't matter as long as it's vertical. So once you have selected the element, then you can click on the elements that you want to put the percentage in. For example, these few elements that you can see over here. Then the next thing you want to do is create progress claim number 1 under define work done. And then let's say I put about 30%, right? Put about 30%. And then after that, the next thing you can do is just click OK. So that one is parked under 30% already. Then we repeat the same step for walls as well as some of the elements nearby. So this is progress claim number 1. Now let's move into progress claim number 2. Let's start progress claim number 2 and select these elements again. Define work done, and then you can see the 30% in the progress claim number 1. So let's say you want to create progress claim number 2, you need to make sure that it is aligned with 100% and not more than 100%. So 30 plus 70 is equivalent to 100%. So it is literally as simple as that. Right? So once you have done that, means this is completed in progress claim number 2. So here is what you can see. Then the next thing you do is just calculate everything, then you can view your quantities like what I showed you earlier on. So let's give it a moment. And then after that, this is how you can see your elements, whether it has actually included inside your progress claim or not. You can see that it's actually hatched in line. So by clicking onto this element, you can actually see progress claim number 1 and progress claim number 2. So here is progress claim number 1, and then under here you can see your form book, which is parked under progress claim number 1, and then after that you have a percentage parked under progress claim number 2. And then you can also view this inside your view quantity by category as well. But you need to make sure that your set classification is open so that you can see this quantity over here. Alright, so that is what I can show you about the defined work done. It's basically more about percentage. Now, let me move on to the next item, check segmentation. When applying for progress claims, consultants usually require contractors to submit demarcated floor plan as supporting document to illustrate the work done covered in the current claim. Besides, QS sometimes need to demonstrate progress of work to the supervisor or upstream. So the QS will have to demarcate every single month on the different plan to submit, which actually can take some time. Just imagine you have a bunch of drawings, then you want to, you have to demarcate everything, so it might take some time, right? So when multiple piles of claims actually pile up together along the construction, it actually becomes more difficult to track the work done by referring to different copies of the drawing. So thanks to the new check segmentation feature, you can now switch between segmentation to view the work done demarcated in different claims intuitively. So when you hover your mouse over any entity, you will see that this pop-up info to let you know that it actually belongs to which claim and how much the percentage is. Additionally, you can also easily save a screenshot of the model with colored demarcation, of course, in high-definition JPEG file to attach to your claim. So let's have a look at the check segmentation. So we can actually check our segmentation, be it if you have 3 different segmentation or maybe you got 4 different progress claim, doesn't matter. So you have to make sure the color is different, then you can see the differences over there. And another thing is that you can actually hover over to your items and then you can see over there that there is progress claim. right? You can also save your JPEG file and you can save it to your desktop. So that pretty much sums up the video that I showed you just now, right? Now, Cubicost C-IV segmentation brings you an integrated solution to your project using a single BIM cost model, making QSs and other project stakeholders work more efficiently, accurately, and more visualized. When we talk about construction, it is not only about ensuring the quality of work and timely completion. Many project stakeholders strive to keep costs as low as possible. And most importantly, to everybody, we want to stay on budget. Hence, proper cost management practices are actually very important. So, let me pass this to Sam to tell you a little bit more about what's new in TBQ C-IV this year in terms of cost management.
Hi everyone, I'm Sam, and thank you Keens on the TASC new updates. As you already quantify from TASC, the next steps is going to include the quantity with the rate cost. Effective cost management is the key to making every project a success. This year, TBQ C-IV continues to streamline your cost management workflow by integrating the data within a unified digital platform, boosting the productivity by workplace collaborative, and build up your big data. In years, TBQC has empowered both consultants and contractors on their digital transformation journey, using the software to streamline the cost management workflow and reduce the operation costs, hence maximize your profit. Take a glimpse. Culture from fragmented and unproductive to standardized, consolidate, and integrated. By going digital, many of them are becoming more connected in terms of information accuracy and more competitive in tendering. Let's begin with tender evaluations. The purpose of tender evaluation is to identify the tender offering the best value for money, as we all know VFM. Commercial evaluations handled by the QS is the most crucial part to ensure the price is reasonable to carry out the work stipulated in metrics of responsibility during the construction stage. Current conventional practice can be labor-intensive and unproductive, which involve a lot of manual linking Excel and complicated formulas. Last year, we introduced our e-tender solutions to help QS in handling these challenges. However, many QS still feedback to us that they find it difficult to evaluate and validate thousands of quoted rates from tenderers. So now, let's have a look at how TBQ C-IV helps you in your tender evaluation process. Mainly there are 4: new evaluation rounds, custom compare, major rate analysis, and compare with benchmark. In any tender evaluation processes, you may receive multiple revised submissions from the tenderers. Therefore, you may want to compare the original submissions versus the revised submissions from the same tenderers to see any modification or any special qualifications. Previously, tender submissions can only be compared across different tenderers. But in TBQ C-IV, you can easily create a new evaluation rounds to compare and evaluate different tenderer submissions in any revisions by just creating another new tab to differentiate your previous evaluation results. There is a situation where you want to identify any unusual rate items from different tenderers. In this case, you can easily make a comparison by creating a custom comparison round. With a single click, the result can be shown as you need. These new features enable consultants to flexibly evaluate multiple tender submissions in different rounds, making the tender evaluation more vibrant, efficient, and accurate. Imagine, by using conventional methods, Comparing every single BQ items to summarize and rationalize the rate can be laborious and potential hidden error may occur. To solve this problem, we have added a new major rate analysis function to our evaluation menu bar. This function helps you to tabulate the most crucial construction material items, concrete and steel, without looking through the entire BQ documents. It works by using the trade code to combine every tender submission's distinctive rates as a major rate items. The auto calculation can ensure the results are precise and accurate. Additionally, the report format of the major rate analysis enables you to compare the rates at a simple glance. This major rate analysis also can be exported to spreadsheet files, which enable you to report easily. If you think we stop at the function of major rate analysis, then you will be more surprised with these functions, compared with benchmark. Other than showing the highest and lowest rate, a comparison column is added just beside every tenderer submission in TBQ C-IV. This is very useful when you want to compare not only with the pre-tender estimate, but the benchmark that you set, for example, tenderer A or tenderer B. It provides the flexibility for you to randomly select the benchmark to let the system automatically calculate the differences between each tender submissions. This function will give you a very direct and perceptual impression of the tender price. The pie keeps shrinking along with the reimbursement. The construction industry market competition getting higher and more demanding. The theory is basics. If it's the relationship of revenue, expenses, and profit, construction players need to increase the profitability through the cost management to improve their core competitiveness. However, there are many hindrances in conventional cost management. First, the cost data is stored in individual devices or saved as a separate spreadsheet or the file folders. When material-based rate fluctuates, it's going to be a nightmare to trace the changes in timely manner. Additionally, the changes may lead to human error or arithmetical error, and it resulting a massive impact to costing. Secondly, no collaborative platform shows the weakness of the workplace that needs to work within and inter departments. This may cause a potential data loss, which indirectly contribute to a loss of the company asset. You may also find it difficult to analyze the data instantly without a centralized platform. Moreover, it is hard for the enterprise to consolidate historical data trend to support the decision-making process. To solve the above difficulties, TBQ C-IV provides an interconnected cost management platform that centralizes and manages all the costs and build up the enterprise data, making cost calculations, analysis, and reuse easier. Mainly, there are two databases built in TBQ C-IV, which including the build upgrades at the project level and resource library at the enterprise level. TBQ C-IV provides multiple rates indexes in build upgrades, for example, labor, material, equipment. For easier calculations, all formulas are predefined in the workbook to eliminate calculation errors. Additionally, the build upgrade supports collaboration and sharing between different parties, preventing unnecessary data transfer and data loss. When you are finalizing a certain unit rates, due to the market supply rate fluctuating, you may need to locate and adjust the unit rate item by item. By using the TBQ C-IV, you can directly change the rate item in build upgrades. Then all the unit upgrades that are referred to the BQ, it will be reflecting the changes. And let's say, if you have 500 build items to price in the unit rates, it is very difficult for you to identify which rate is being adopted and which is not. The one who built up the unit rate is easy, but not the same when it comes to the checker. TBQ provides data checking functions targeted to senior level management for checkings and filtering rate reference status. You can have a deeper data check by clicking the BQ reference mark to view all the corresponding BQ items that applies the rate. With that, the data are now connected and visualized, making the cost tracking and checking more intuitive. In TBQC, all data are stored automatically in a central server. It is easy to retrieve and adapt for efficiency tender pricing. The data can be more structured and defined to project type classifications, as in external works, building works, infrastructure works, on your own preference to ensure the competitiveness of tender bidding. Next, we have also improved the overall cost management experience better in TBQ C-IV as well, mainly in N3C search, cost analysis by rate item, compare resource library, and price analysis. In this digital transformation era, how can you bring out the competitive edge of your company? The answer is big data. Last year, we have announced our collaboration with BCISM, Building Cost Information Services Malaysia, to bring the reliable cost data from MOI N3C to all construction stakeholders. In Build Up Within Rates module TBQ C-IV, we have added a designated N3C search features in the toolbar to give you an easy access to the various up-to-date and insightful cost information provided by the National Construction Cost Center, as we know N3C. The data available in N3C platform is presented in table form or graph form, is stipulated out the date as well. Now, with the data of N3C, combined with your internal data gathered from the previous experience, it can be triangulated to boost the competitiveness of your final bidding. Today, we are delighted to invite a special guest from BCISM. Let's welcome Surveyor Nazir.
Hi, Sam.
Hi, Surveyor Nazir.
Thank you for inviting me, and I'm happy to join this new launch event today. Since its inception in 2019, BCISM aimed to be the main service provider of the centralized building cost information for construction industry in Malaysia. The collaboration with the Golden speaks volume on our commitments and efforts to build a comprehensive and dynamic system that fits in with the requirement of the industry. The system integration between N3C and TBQ C-IV will give you seamless experience of looking up for latest construction data of our centralized building information center in TBQ C-IV and help you make critical decisions in your cost estimation or bids. With this, CIDB Malaysia and RISM via BCISM Sdn Bhd, we set Malaysia on the right track to revolutionize the construction industry and catapult the country into a digitized nation in the year to come. I'm looking forward to seeing how this BCISM and Golden works even more closely to open new chapter for a data-driven construction industry here in Malaysia. Big data is success. Thank you again for inviting me today and hope you all enjoy the rest of this new launch event.
Thank you, Surveyor Nazir.
Thank you, Sam. Bye, everyone.
It is indeed a very great sharing of how the construction industry is stepping to another new milestone. TBQ C-IV has also optimized the cost analysis feature. When talking about the total building development cost, QS will look heavily into structure element, especially the concrete and steel costs. Conventionally, if a manager wants to know the profitability of the structure items, you may need to manually capture by filtering all the BQ description either in the unit or any additional coding. If there is a tender addendum, the process it will be repeated and which is very time consuming, and there will be a possible error occur. Now, using cost analysis by rate item function, all the costs it can be associated to the BQ items are grouped by their resources type and displayed in a summary view. And you are able to view the total quantity and total amount for each cost item instantly, where you can fit to bulk purchase. When changes occur, it can be instantly updated and reviewed. If you want to check on a certain cost item, you can also easily trace back to the related BQ details. Doesn't it save your time in repetitive manual updating and checking in Excel? So that you can pay more attention to other more impactful tasks like value engineering. Also, to share these informations to other departments, you are also able to export to Excel. In these new versions, you can also find a new dimension or the price checking. You can compare the price in build-up unit rates between the current projects and your enterprise resource library. All the variances are highlighted in different color so that you are able to easily notify and report to your superior. Before finalizing the tender estimations, you may need to analyze whether the price reasonability of the same rate items that are adopted in different projects. By using TBQ C-IV, you are able to view the past project reference records in terms of base price as well as the multiple dimension chart visualizations. The average price of the selected rate item, it can be shown in quarterly, month, last modified date, or tender date, which increase the effectiveness of price analysis. Collaborations is the key to success and challenges for some enterprises. This year, TBQ C-IV has also improved the ease of use for the collaboration sections, mainly for check-in logs and insert comment. As we know, team collaboration is a must in order to produce a complete tender document. Same Excel file it will be shared between you and your colleagues. Wondering if you have any experience the data that you edited in the Excel is being replaced by your colleagues? You may also encounter a situation whereby you lost track of what is the amendment of your colleagues have been made. You need to ask around to get the updates or manually identify the changes, which is very unproductive. In TBQ C-IV, you and your colleagues and rely on these check-in logs to get everyone in the same picture. By doing so, all collaborators can view the check-in logs to understand the changes made, making your work's collaboration more transparent and productive. Meanwhile, as a manager, you can check your team's work progress easily by referring to all the check-in logs from time to time, so that you won't lose track of their works. When collaborating works with your colleagues within a share file, you may want to insert some comment to notify the information or explanation notes. Previously, what you can do is you can input a comment at the remarks column, which is being placed at the very last column. Even when numerous comments inserted in the remarks column, he or she might find it difficult to trace who is the commenter. Your colleagues or your superior may overlook and create a communication loopholes. Now, in TBQ C-IV, you can insert your comments freely in any cells in the worksheet. You can easily check the commentator name, the date, the time, as they will show along in the comments. Your superior can also reply in the same comment box to discuss with you, making sure the works are coordinated clearly within your teams. We know the importance of cost management in order for you to stay competitive and profitable. Therefore, it is our duty to ensure TBQ C-IV continues to bring you an exciting new features. Hey, don't get bored. Please stay with me, everyone. And if you have any question, you kindly drop in at Q&A sessions. Before moving on to the next sections, let's welcome Kin back to the stage.
Thanks a lot, Sam.
Well, there was a long talk on the new features in our upcoming C4 versions. Apart from the new features, we also made optimization to the existing features.
Yeah, you know what? Talking about optimizations, the new feature itself was great. However, regarding the existing functions, we have heard a lot from our valued users. Now, we need to do this necessary enhancement to be made in the all-new C4 version, in contrast with our previous versions.
Definitely, I can tell product team, including you, Keen, burning the midnight oil day in, day out. Would you mind to share with me the new TASC and TRBC optimizations?
Of course, let's move into it. So, you can see over here, optimizations, we are going to talk about project attributes within TSC4 first, right? So, one of the most overwhelming challenges as a novice BIM user is going through numerous attributes in a BIM model to find information that you actually want, right? So now, in TSC4, you can simplify this workflow easily by using our new project attributes features.
Indeed.
So, what are the 4 key functions in project attributes? Let me walk you through one by one, right? So the first one we're going to talk about is customize attribute display. And the next one will be add custom attributes. After that, we will talk about share attributes template. Last but not least, import and view BIM attributes. So let's move into the first item that we want to talk about, right? Now, customizing attributes display. The current sequence of attributes in our attribute editor are determined by the average frequency of usage, which might vary from projects to projects, of course, right? So in TAS C4, under project attributes, you can customize your attribute display to show, hide, or reorder the sequence of attributes in attributes editor. Also, you can create custom attributes, and then you can further classify your work according to your needs. Once you have done customizing your project attributes, you can actually export it to your teammates. This helps you and your team to work efficiently with the BIM model for quantity extraction and info management. Right? On top of that, we have also improved the project attributes to help you easily import BIM attributes stored in your Revit file to your TASC. So let's look at how it actually works. First, of course, we need to import our Revit file. Let's have a look at how it's done. So give it a moment. So once you have done importing your Revit file inside, your attributes are actually moved inside here already. So how does it actually move inside there? Let's have a look at it. You can just click on this button over here, and then you can see that these attributes has already been tossed inside. Right? You can see that it has been marked. So once you know that it's marked already, you can start calculating. Then you can actually see the attributes over there. Right? So what's going to happen is that you can actually reversely check on this item. So you just need to make sure that the BIM Revit module has been on. So once it's done already, and that's just about it, you can actually view your quantity back just like that.
It's going to be a very useful functions, Kin.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, let's talk about beams and walls this time, right? In the older versions, we were only able to use line axis to lay our beams and walls. As well as you know, most of you have already asked us to include this auto-arrange function for beam and wall. Without Cubicost, the beam needs to draw out manually, which is a lengthy process.
Totally agree, Kin. I'm actually experienced with a Thai beam. I need to adjust the elevation manually and one by one, which is very time consuming.
You know what? Voila! You can now draw your walls and beams using auto-arrange seen in the menu. For walls, we have added centerline of wall, centerline of strip foundation, whereas for beams, we have added axis of beam and centerline of beams. Apart from auto-arrange beams and walls optimization, we have actually optimized TAS C4 draw steel truss function by adding bycat line function as well.
Are you kidding me, Kin? I need to draw all the steel structure, including the trusses, the purlin, the bracing one by one?
You don't have to do that now, right? In the previous version, yes, maybe yes, right? Not now. So what does it actually mean by drawing steel truss using bycat line, right? If you're our existing user, you can actually tell the difference between drawing a truss inside the older version and in TAS C4. Last year, we introduced the plane feature in steel beam element, allowing you to draw steel truss using section elevation drawing. And then you feed back to us that the manual drawing method requires you to continuously zoom in and out accurately to locate the position. If it is wrongly drawn, users need to cancel or delete and redraw, which can be very troublesome sometimes. Now, you can make use of the draw by CAD line function to quickly pick up the CAD lines from your drawing to draw the beam accurately, 2 times more efficient than the manual drawings. So as you can see over the video here, this is the horizontal plane. So initially we need to manually draw everything, drag and draw, right? But in this case now we don't have to do it this way. So if you can see the video over there, it's just by picking the lines, right? So it's actually extremely quick. So, but this is for horizontal plane. But let's have a look at the vertical plane after this. So now we can view in 3D, and then let's try the vertical plane. So this is the vertical plane. The steps are actually exactly the same, just that once you see this vertical plane over here, then you can start picking the beams already.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, I can find this function is actually quite useful to our users, right? By creating the work plane, you're able to see the 3D in terms of the view sections, right? You can actually see from a section view, and then you know what is actually you're modeling for. And by using the draw by CAD line, that will be solve my problem. I don't need to draw it every single line.
Yep, you're actually doing it in a much quicker pace. So now let's move into the next optimization, TRB C-IV optimization. One keyword to describe all, efficiency. This year, we are very much focused on the improvement of software efficiency.
Which I need to thanks for the product teams for listening and keep on improving.
So what are the optimizations done? Now, here we have drawing operations, view quantity, and last but not least, calculations. For drawing operations, the overall efficiency has been improved 40 to 75% on average based on different drawing sizes. While for view quantity, its efficiency has improved by 40 to 90% depending on various project sizes. Talking about calculation efficiency, TRB C-IV now can calculate 6 times faster than usual. Not sure if you remember this, but last year we actually introduced to you a separate calculation settings catered to adjust densified links in a column lap joint. This worked pretty well, and of course, we have gotten some feedback to allow these features to be added into beams as well, right? So because in actual practice, some of the links at the lap joints of the beam may have densified designs. Now, you can actually find this additional calculation setting in the general calculation rules of the beam, allowing you to include the densified links inside the beam.
Besides, TBQ C-IV also improved from existing feature this year. We can now generate 2 additional new BQ report formats. So, Kin, on the left, it is the BQ with the extended amount columns, only caters specifically for the lump sum project.
You know what? Lump sum projects, especially demolition works, is going to be useful for those kind of projects.
While on the right, it is a conventional BQ that comes with a BQ code column to cater for the MyCSMM2 format. PDF identifications is one of the favorite features among our contractors, which is also getting improvement this year.
You know what? Transitioning into digitalization era, some of the consultants are still issuing scanned PDF documents, which can be very tedious to some contractors.
It is a very good point. Over the years, our product team has been constantly improving the PDF identification module. The accuracy has significantly improved to 98% as compared to our 2020 versions. Now, identification times for the 1,000-page tender is reduced to 2 minutes, which is 67% saving compared to our 2020 versions. Next up, Kin, I'm going to talk about user interface and user experience, as we value this as much as the new feature that we are talking about earlier. Our UI and UX team has brought you a brand new design of Start View for TAS C-IV and TRB C-IV. This will be the brand new Start View in our TAS C-IV and TRB C-IV. File menu is a place for you to create a new file, open an existing file, save, change options, or more. Right next to the file menu, you can find the software updates icon to download and update the software to the latest version by yourself. On the left-hand side, you can also see the navigation bar with the 4 main sections. Workspace is where you can see your recent open local file, e-learning, where you can learn about how to master the software. In case share section, you can find all the success cases from our star users in using TAS and TRB to build their project BIM model. In update sections, you can check out the overview of our new version highlights. Next will be File Navigation tab. It allows you to choose between your local files or your Cubicost cloud files. Global e-community Quick Access on the very top right corner. We added these little icons to give you easy access to our Global e-community portals to raise any queries to our support teams. You will see a notification badge when your query has been answered. FAQ and news pen. Here you can find the recent frequently asked questions asked by our user in the Glodon community. Next up, it will be the project groupings in the TBQ C-IV. Using the new project groups, you can easily organize your file into different groups. Imagine, out of 100 project files, it might need to take some time to locate the exact project file that you are looking for. The Enhanced Project List filter, it can also now be filtered and show your project groups in the result. Also, we have improved the quick search functions in our TAS C-IV. Now you can look up on any operation command, Q&A from the Global e-community, and also step-by-step solution from our help center. Another useful improvement is that now you can quick search the locate a certain function in our TAS C-IV toolbar. All these improvements are done to ensure that you can find your file or help at ease. Before we continue to our next segment, let me give you a quick recap of what Keen and I have shown you earlier here. Not one, not two. In total, we have included more than 30 new features and improvements in our latest Glodon Cubicost C-IV products. This new version software updates it will be available after today's launch event, so stay tuned.
Thank you, Sam.
Yes, Keen?
So, as we all know, the COVID-19 pandemic has significantly changed our life as well as the way we used to work over the past 2 years. We understand that most of you have been coping well with the new norm, work from home norm. This has given us some challenges to organize physical trainings to you in our training center. It has also made us rethink the best way to keep us providing you good services to mass users and to keep your ability to improve from time to time. To make our service accessible to as many customers as possible, we found that the product itself, no doubt, is the best touchpoint between users and our services. Hence, we redesigned the product start view, making it a space to deliver values of our service to you, rather than a simple welcome page. We launched e-learning to our users in the last July 2021. It is an online learning ground for users. With the latest course updated by us from time to time in this space, you can actually stay safe at home and learn new skills at your own convenience. Right? So in the latest version, we added a filter bar to actually help you quickly select courses based on its type of training or features tutorial or level of complexity, basic, intermediate, advanced or custom certificate, right? To all the starters, the quick start guide will show up when you first log into the software to guide you through the entire learning process. From basic know-hows to hands-on tutorial to completion of course to get the certificate. The new product start view not only offers you with an online learning experience, you can also find the latest information about users' case studies and FAQ as well as Glodon's announcement here. It's a good portal for us to always stay connected to you. So all of you has been inspiring us to go further all these years. That's why we are proud to call ourselves a Glodon community. Last year, we chose Malaysia to pre-launch our Glodon e-community in Southeast Asia. The main objective is to connect and to unite all our users in this e-community to help each other thrive in every project. Here, you can actually sign up for free to be part of Glodon e-community, ask questions about product, find answers from our customer success team, or even other users. Gloden e-community, learning from each other, support each other to succeed. Here, we also have a big announcement. In the future, the service will be completely AI-based. The AI robot will quickly respond to your inquiry and offer you the best solution promptly. That is something that we are looking forward to soon for our end.
With that, we are delighted to wrap up our sharing on the brand new Gloden Cubicost C-IV.
Yeah, we hope that you guys are as excited as we are about this new version. Hit the update button today and start exploring the new features.
To all our new users, we welcome you on board. Cubicost, #1 trusted 5D BIM digital cost estimation solution in Asia.
See you guys next year.
Thank you, Amirul, Surveyor Nazir, Keen, and Sam for the wonderful introduction on Cubicost C-IV. How are you feeling so far? I hope you guys are excited for the latest TAS and TRB. If you have any inquiries, drop it in the Q&A panel. Do remember to stay until the end to join our lucky draw session. Meanwhile, if you wish to have an exclusive product demo with us, you may fill up the feedback form before you leave. Our account managers will contact you shortly. Now, allow me to proudly present to you the official launch of TME C. Let's welcome Mr. Chua Lu Shen, Country Product Manager of TME C, to share with you the latest features.
Thanks, Kimberly. Hello everyone, a very warm welcome once again for attending our new product launch today. My name is Lu Sheng. I'll be sharing with you guys the latest addition to our Cubicost product line, which is TME C. Essentially, TME C is a M&E quantity takeoff software which helps all MEP professionals in the construction industry, including developers, consultants, and subcontractors, to calculate quantities accurately and rapidly at the same time. Also, it helps to check your quantities easily and efficiently. And then overall, it is a software that helps to enhance your quantity takeoff process. With that being said, let's have a quick look at the introduction video for our TME C solution.
Driven by global trends, the AEC industry is in a time of digital transformation. A growing number of AEC professionals are using BIM to make work more efficient and effective. This is where Cubicost TME C comes in. It makes MEP quantity takeoff easier. While the traditional quantity takeoff process for QS is to transform the contents of each drawings into actual quantities, the following shows the possible difficulties of the process. M&D consists of various device quantities. It's easy to lose quantities. Piping are drawn in complex directions, requiring careful segmentation and itemization according to specifications. Drawings often change, and a manual comparison is not able to find the location of changes quickly and accurately. In cross-checking for error, hard to find the relation in between the quantity and the drawings. Have you also encountered such problems? Let's see how TME C can help to transform your MEP quantity takeoff process. TME C is a 5D BIM solution for MEP professionals, including developers, main contractors, subcontractors, consultants, and experts. It greatly improves the efficiency of quantity takeoff in MEP through fast identification, accurate modeling, and a flexible quantification. 3 core advantages: easy to learn, intelligent and efficient, and 3D visualization. Easy to learn. MEP quantity takeoff process is consistent against conventional method. It's easier to use. It streamlines the MEP quantity takeoff process for each function and complete calculation in a few steps. Intelligent and efficient. TME C has built-in standardized calculation rules to ensure the accuracy of project results. With powerful recognition algorithm, TME C is able to achieve accurate identification of the drawings. It supports batch calculation of pipelines and devices in seconds and separate statistics by their specifications simultaneously. Utilize the intelligent comparison algorithm to compare drawing differences accurately. It's easy to deal with drawing changes by flexibly adjusting the display or hiding of drawings. Uncalculated quantities can be found quickly. TME C supports high flexibility in generating quantities with variety of output modes, such as podium building, floor, room, and combination. It also supports accurate positioning and clearly traceable. 3D visualization. In contrast with conventional method, all elements can be visualized in 3D modeling effect. BIM technology makes MEP quantity takeoff easier.
Welcome back everyone. And now let me officially introduce to you once again TME C, a new product platform specially made for M&E quantification. It is programmed using a new programming language and so resulting in a much higher performance as compared to our previous versions of TME. So how far have we come by in the development of TME? Well, it all started in 2016 where we launched our first M&E quantification software, TME 2016. After making further improvements to it, we released a newer version of it in 2018. And from then on, we have been making developments for TME since 2019. And today, we're excited to finally announce the launching of our latest version, TME C. Basically, with the changes in versions over time, we have also brought along major improvements in the user interface. In TME 2016, functions could be seen in different function toolbars. And this cluttered toolbar made it difficult for users to find certain functions, especially if they are using small screens. Therefore, in TME 2018, the interface has been improved to organize the functions in categories. This is very similar to the ribbon concept, but with much more space for improvement. With that said, in TME C now, we are pleased to introduce function ribbons, whereby functions and features are grouped ideally to optimize the navigation for users. Now let us delve deeper into the latest features for TME C. Today I'll be going through the following three main parts, namely the core advantages of TME C, an overall introduction of the available functions and features, and lastly our future planning for this product. For now, let us look at the core advantages in TME C. After years of development, we're happy to say that our software is easy to learn, equipped with intelligent and efficient features, and also it provides a 3D visualization of the BIM model. First of all, we want our software to be widely accepted by the users. Therefore, the first thing that we want to do is to make it easy to use and learn. In TME C, the calculation process is consistent with manual quantity takeoff habits. And with the enhanced user interface, it is much simpler and easier to use now. Having said that, the overall process in TME C is also faster and more accurate as compared to the older versions. We have also improved the user experience in many ways, which I'll share with you shortly after. Also, in regards to the quantity tabulation, it is also clearer and more flexible than ever. Next, let us have a look at what enhancement has been made in this latest version of TME. First of all, let us look at the overall interface of the software. The user interface consists of 6 main parts, that is the function area, the drawing manager where we can import and scale the drawings, the major element navigation bar to navigate between different trades such as ACMV, plumbing and electrical services. And next we have the element list, which consists of all the items needed in our quantity report. And the model area here is where we construct the BIM models while taking off the quantities. And lastly, a function toolbar which is located at the bottom as well. In overall, TME C is comprehensive and intelligent. The various functions are now clearly categorized in different ribbons. And it is easier to learn according to this new layout during the calculation process. So to start a new project in TME C is quite simple. We start by creating a project followed by drawing management, in which we import and scale the drawings. And after identifying all the necessary elements in the drawing, we can finally generate the BQ or quantity report for our projects. Next, let's look at the drawing management section in TME C. So how do we deal with multiple drawings in a project? This is especially important, and it is the first step in any quantity takeoff processes. In TME C, we have simplified the drawing management features into 5 simple steps. First, by importing the drawing, then locating the drawing to position them correctly, and then scaling it to get the right size, followed by split drawing, which is an optional step depending on the drawing type. And finally, setting up the floor settings according to your project. Compared to the older versions, TME C has optimized the usability of the following aspects. Now we are able to preview the drawing files directly at the top right corner. In fact, with a double click on it, we can enlarge the preview to look at more details. And if the drawing file consists of multiple pages, we can also control the range of pages that we would like to import into the software. In addition to that, the software can now scale all the imported drawings at once, which helps to minimize the time spent in drawing management. Also, TME C supports the use of one drawing for multiple floors. In other words, for floor levels with similar drawings, users are now able to reuse a particular drawing to take off quantities for other floors as well. During quantity takeoff, there are some situations where users are required to separate their quantities according to different zones or different blocks. And to deal with that, we can now create additional zones in the floor settings, whereby different zones with different floor heights can be created in a project. Right now, we have seen some of the basic improvements of processing drawings in TME C, but what about changes in drawings? Traditionally, we have to find out these changes between drawings manually, which is highly time-consuming. So let us take a look at how TME C can quickly and accurately find out the locations of these drawings in a short amount of time. As compared to the older versions, whereby drawings are required to be compared externally before making any changes in the software, in TME C we have a new function called the addendum, which helps to make drawing comparisons immediately. Users can now choose 2 drawings to be compared, and immediately we can see that the areas of the changes are marked in different colors. This allows us to locate the changes quickly and accurately, while making amendments directly to the quantities of these affected areas. And that pretty much sums up the improvements made in drawing management. Now let us move on to the core highlights of the 3 major M&E trades, starting with electrical services. For electrical services, TME C supports the calculation of the following elements: common lighting fixtures, switches and socket outlets, distribution boxes, wire cables and tray trunkings, bus bars, and also lightning protection systems. In TME C, different functions are provided to help users calculate the quantities of these elements easily and efficiently. While measuring the quantities of electrical work, there are many types of electrical quantities and often with different labels to differentiate them. In this scenario, we'll have to quantify them individually according to their labels. And so it is pretty easy to miscount the quantities when you do it the traditional way. Not only do we need to identify each items by highlighting them with different colors, we still need to transfer all these quantities into an Excel file to be compiled. So how exactly does TME C help to solve this problem? Let us take a look in this following video. In TME C, the identification process is very simple. Users just need to select the legends and its corresponding labels in the drawing, and the software will calculate the quantities automatically. In fact, the identified legends are highlighted for users to see and cross-check before confirming the quantities. On average, TME C is capable of identifying over hundreds of elements in just 3 seconds, which is 40% more efficient as compared to the previous version. Ultimately, it is more efficient, simpler, and much more accurate. So while taking off quantities for electrical work using the conventional method, some of us may face this problem, where drawings have long circuits for power or lighting systems, and for big projects, these quantities are generally distributed in multiple drawings. In fact, these wires or cables span across not only on the same floor levels, but across different floor levels as well. So to find and measure the corresponding length quantities one by one is highly time-consuming, and it is difficult to check and trace them back at once. In light of that, we have great news for everyone. We have improved and optimized the wiring and cabling process in TME C. As seen in the old version, the wiring function is slightly more complicated, and users found that this process was not easy to follow and learn. Well, now in TME C, the entire process has been simplified on the basis of ensuring accurate wiring and making it easier to get started for even new users. Now users will only need to select the starting point and end point of a circuit to complete the entire wiring connection. This can be done in 3D as well, allowing users to identify cables and wires across different floor levels. Overall, this process is so much more faster, saving half the time as compared to the previous wiring and cabling process. And once the cabling measurement is completed, we can counter-check the cable routes according to their distribution boxes as well. With this, users can clearly locate the quantities back in the drawing and make any changes if necessary. Next, let us have a look at what the software has to offer in ACMV systems. For ACMV services, TME C supports the calculation of the following elements: ventilation fans, air ducts and fittings, silencers, air dampers, air grills, diffusers, and also plenum boxes. Here we have various functions to help users calculate the quantities of these elements easily and efficiently. Now, what happens if we have many different fan equipment in our drawings? In this case, let me show you how it is done in TME C. Essentially, there are just 3 simple steps to identify fan equipment with different labels or numbers. In this example, all of the fan equipment are identified according to their legends and their unique equipment labels. Users just need to select these legends and their corresponding equipment labels, and the software will promptly identify and locate this equipment across the entire drawing, whereby all the identified items are highlighted for quick cross-checking. And after confirmation, these equipment are then presented and listed automatically according to their unique labels, as you can see here. So what else do we have in ACMV? Traditionally, when quantifying air ducts, we may encounter this following problem. Usually there are multiple air duct systems in a drawing, whereby the specifications, materials, and thickness of these air ducts are all very different. In the conventional method, we classify and count these quantities according to their systems and equipment, in which the process is very time-consuming. In addition to that, we need to consider the ducting insulation as well, and that includes both the internal and external insulation. The insulation materials, thickness, and calculation methods are also different from one another, which makes it a complicated process to calculate these quantities manually. Last of all, there are many types of air duct fittings such as crosses, reducers, and also elbows. This makes the calculation process even more tedious, especially if you want to calculate the quantities according to their respective expanded areas. Now let us take a look at how TME C is able to help us with all these problems. To take off ducting quantities in TME C is quite simple, and the process has been pretty much optimized as well for better experience. By using the duct system identify function, users can identify ducting quantities in the drawing instantly by inputting the air duct properties such as the elevation height, insulation types, and system types. And after that, the software can detect the air ducts according to the labels beside them. As compared to the previous version on the left, this identification process has improved by around 45% in terms of calculation efficiency. Again, saving almost half the time in measuring ducting works, and also by reducing repetitive steps during this identification process. Also, in previous versions of TME, there's no way to distinguish visually between common air ducts and air ducts that has been insulated. Now we have made it possible to differentiate visually between air ducts of different insulation types. With the added visual effects for insulated ducting, users can now clearly distinguish the insulation types for internal insulation, external insulation, and also fire-rated insulation. Also, the calculation rules for measuring insulation has been revised for more accurate results. And on the other hand, by using the air duct fitting identification function, the air duct fittings can be generated automatically with just one click. Now let us take a look at another new feature added to help our users extract detailed quantity reports. In this latest version, we have also added a main vent equipment setting, which basically helps users to categorize their ducting quantities according to the fan equipment connected, in just one click as well. With this, users are now able to save time on classifying the ducting quantities manually and improve on their work efficiency. In the generated quantity report, we can see that the air ducts has been automatically categorized according to their connected fan equipment respectively. In fact, users can double-click on these quantities here to perform a quick cross-check on the corresponding quantities in the drawing area. Aside from ducting, we do have piping works as well in the ACMV trade, such as AC pipes and refrigerant pipes, along with their associated pipe accessories, such as valves and general fittings. So all of these elements are included in the ACMV section in TME C as well, allowing users to include these quantities in their report generation. On that note, let us talk more about piping works. Let us talk about the plumbing and sanitary trade that is available in TME C as well. In general, the software supports the quantification of these following elements: sanitary wares and pump equipment, piping works and associated accessories, valves, and also fittings. With that said, we have improved some of the functions here to create a better experience for our users while taking off quantities for plumbing works. While calculating the pipe lengths in drawings, oftentimes we will encounter the connecting water pipes of different elevation levels, giving rise to the need to calculate short vertical pipe connections in between as well. Also, conventionally, it is quite difficult to calculate the quantities of inclined pipes, such as pipes that are located near to the staircases. Well, to deal with these problems, TME C offers a line drawing function to take off piping quantities. While taking off quantities for piping elements, we have a default list of common water pipes with preset material types and specifications. Users may select these default piping elements or create their own ones based on their project requirements. So after establishing the specification of the elements, we may identify piping quantities by using either the drawLine function or identify line functions. And in the process of drawing out the water pipes, the piping elevation levels can be quickly adjusted as well. In fact, we can switch between 2D and 3D view easily to quickly check on the changes in elevation levels. Here we can see that the short vertical pipes in between has been generated automatically as well, saving the hassle for users to calculate the differences in between piping elevation levels. Meanwhile, in another scenario, such as calculating cross-floor piping quantities or riser pipes, more often than not, we may get confused with the cross-floor connections, especially when there's a network of vertical pipes involved, such as rainwater down pipes. So what can we do to make it better? Here in TME C, we want to make it easier for users to construct these riser pipes easily and exactly according to the drawing designs as well. help users, we have added a riser function, which is specifically used for cross-floor piping works. Users just need to select the correct piping element, then select the starting and ending floors of the riser, and the riser will be automatically generated according to where it is placed at. And on top of that, the vertical risers generated can be adjusted with variable diameters to cater for risers that undergo changes in pipe sizes at different floor levels. Now that we have seen the core features in all the M&E trades, finally let us talk about the quantity report generated in TME C. In our quantity report, or BQ, there are so many ways to classify or present the output quantities, such as by building, by floor levels, by room numbers, or even phases in a project. To suit the various BQ formats of our users, the quantity report has been optimized to allow different formats. Now we support the quantity output according to zones or building blocks. So for a building that consists of different zones, we can quickly generate the quantity and classify them according to these zones. After that, we can then classify the quantities according to floor levels as well, making it easier to figure out what quantities are needed at each floor. For custom areas in a drawing, we have developed the define region function, which allows users to measure and generate the quantities according to an area or region that they have specified. The boundaries that define the regions are highly flexible. Users are able to modify the colors of the region and name it accordingly. These regions can be adjusted over time by modifying the boundary edges or sizes, and it can extend to other floor levels as well to capture cross-floor quantities within that specified region. Last of all, we can quickly recheck the quantities in the report just by double-clicking on it, bringing us to the drawing area where the quantity is located at, also allowing changes to be made if necessary. And that concludes the latest features available in TME C. Next, let us take a look at what the future holds for us in this product. What are the features we can expect to see in upcoming versions? In future updates, we are planning to add another two major M&E traits, which are the fire protection and extra low voltage for electrical services. In terms of functionality, we plan on introducing device identification tools for scan drawings, in which users will find helpful when there are no AutoCAD drawings provided. Lastly, for drawing management, we are also planning to add another function to help users to merge drawings, which is basically a function to join different parts of a drawing and make it whole, saving users time to locate these items across separate drawings. Finally, before we end the session for TME C, I would like to take this opportunity to thank some of our pilot users who have contributed greatly towards the development of our product and also successfully tested and built their own BIM models according to their projects using TME C, such as the ones you can see here. So now, let us take a look at what some of our pilot users have to say about our product. Once again, I would like to thank everyone who has helped us during this long journey. And with that said, I'm happy to conclude today's sharing of our latest product, TME C. I hope everyone here has a better insight of what the software has to offer and how it is able to improve your company's quantity takeoff processes. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks, Lucian, for the official launch on TME C. I believe that TME C will contribute more to MEP quantity takeoff in Malaysia AEC industry with its unique features. For those who are still with us, congratulations! You're halfway to getting the CPD and CCD points, so hang in there, okay? For your information, currently we have more than 400 users on board, and we have served our clients with more than 2,000 queries in 2021. Thanks to the customer success team and the platform Glodon e-community, it has allowed users to have direct communication with our team. Without further ado, let's welcome our Customer Success Director, Ms. Ju Fatina, to present some highlights on the Customer Success Update 2022.
Thank you, Kimberly. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Junaida Fatina binti Mahyudin, and you can call me Ju. I hope everyone is doing well and safe. Thank you for tuning in with us today to get some updates on product and services. I will work extensively with Glodon Malaysia's Customer Success Department to provide a better quality of service, and we hope with our additional services this year, it can help you to get the most value out of your investment. Today, I'm going to share the key highlights of this year's latest customer success updates. But before that, I'll start my presentation with the 2021 service summary. Over the past 2 years, we have expanded our service to include online and offline modes, making it more accessible to all users nationwide. The feedback has been incredible, and we are really overwhelmed with your support. Our gratitude is unspeakable. Thank you very much for your support again. Let's take a look at some of the major online services we've provided in the last 2 years. We first started our journey in online training through the e-learning portal in 2020 with 441 users. That number then increased significantly to almost 1,400 last year. Currently, we have 16 courses available in e-learning, designed specifically for our Cubicost users. In addition to our e-learning, we also provide live learning training through Zoom online, and we have trained approximately 4,300 users for all courses available in 2021. We have also provided a total of 27 workshops and coachings throughout 2021. This value training added services covers a wide range of topics for TS, TRB, TBQ on theoretical and practical learning for real project scenarios. Thank you to all 1,189 attendees who have completed the session, and we hope you get something out of it. This year, our monthly workshops will run as usual. More interesting and demanding topics to discuss will be conducted throughout the year. You can go to Glodon training platform to get the latest announcement and to sign up. In 2021, we have run a quarterly online learning giveaway campaign. Users who have actively participated in online learning, whether training, workshops, or coaching, stand to a chance to win. And now, let's see who the winner is. For Q1, the winner is Ms. Hong Ling from Hockbank Group. Mr. Ng Y Meng from Brunsfield International Group won for the Q2. Ms. Chai Lin Chow from RL Bersepadu Senyum Berhad won for the Q3. And lastly, in Q4, we have Ms. Amy from MMN Bina won for Q4. Congratulations to all the winners. Our respective account managers will hand over the gift to you. After e-community was launched last year, we have received great support from all of you who have been very supportive to be part of the community. This platform serves as a bridge to connect users with technical operation knowledge and ultimately helps to improve their Cubicost skills through learning technical knowledge and past experience from the community. Currently, we have nearly 1,240 official Glodon e-communities users compared to only 90 packs when we just launched the platform. Thank you very much for your great support and trust. For eCom, we also organized a monthly active user campaign last year to share our joy and gratitude for their support and contributions to the e-community. Here are the winners. We have Mr. Jordan from Vasecorp who have the highest questions posted in eCom. Congratulations to you. Mr. Lucas from AQR Services who also very actively use e-community for technical support. Mr. Adam Chong from Perunding NFL with 23 questions posted. In October, we have Ms. Clary Chong won as the active user with 22 questions posted. Appreciate the effort and support from Surveyor Bushrol for his contribution in the e-community. Surveyor Bushrol won the prize in November. And lastly, Mr. Bilan Yap from KMQS won for Q4 with 15 questions posted. Congratulations to all the winners. We have prepared something for you. The gift will be handed over to you soon. Thank you so much for your contribution and we hope you will continuously use e-community. Since we have new users here with us as well, you may want to know more about e-community and what this e-com has to offer you. Let's hear what our users have to say about our e-com.
Firstly, I would like to talk about my personal background first. I'm graduate in JUBM as a top degree from Thai College. Then I moved into a consultant company as my first career. After that, even though in construction path and also print consultant path, after this field path, I decided to come back to the consultant firm and go on my life with a consultant in a consultant company. So about my career path, I found that the modern is quite useful. For nowadays, I joined back to this company. I'm doing MRTS project. It's a Johor Singapore Railway project. Actually, I'm using for this Cubicost during 2018, but not often use until last year, August. So I received a project called MRTS. So this project, I definitely need to use this software to do all the measurement and submission because only 1 month time allowed for me. I see. So I find out that this software is very useful for me to come up the quantity within 1 month for this around 10,000 meter square GFA project. So quite useful for this project, for this software. Sorry. Actually, I know this software in this company. Yeah, and I did not go into detail, but because previously the project is not much, I think it's not much for me to use about this software. I can do the calculation or the measurement manually. But while I'm facing this type of big project within a short period, I need to submit all the quantity and also all the rate together. So I found that this software is very quite useful. And within a short period, I can come up with the actual quantity. This is a very powerful software.
I'm glad to hear that. So basically, this software is able to help you to increase your efficiency in terms of taking off.
Yeah.
Okay.
While facing issue, I will go to the software and search for the help item there to search for the things I'm looking for. For example, I don't know how to do the exploration. I go to the PAS software there on the right hand corner, top of right corner, and search for the how to do the exploration by using this software. They will come up the answer. Or even though I cannot find the answer, I will find an area inside the software. Then really cannot do it, cannot make it, then I will log into the WhatsApp, try to ask some questions inside the WhatsApp. But nowadays, as I know that the WhatsApp slowly will convert to e-community. So I also move on to the e-community to to ask a question over there. There is a quite good function also because they've given us to feedback or to view back all the questions we ask, or even though the international people ask the question, we are able to answer directly, or we are able to find the answer directly. Compared to we need to search or review back from the WhatsApp. That is a bit difficult. Even though the phone missing or we really want to choose a new phone, all the WhatsApp will gone. Even though we can back up maybe some of the information we've got. Compared to e-community. E-community we can use not only by using phone. Even though we go to another country, everywhere, we also still have we have an internet, then we are able to link to the e-community, then be able to proceed the answer or the question by using e-community.
I see. Yeah. So you bring up a very good point. So when you face issue, you go to our software, which is the app one. That will be our help center. Then the option number 2 is WhatsApp service hotline, and third will be our newly launched e-community platform.
Nowadays I definitely will be prefer for e-community. Why I say so? Because e-community they're able to give us, just like I said that before, able to give us 3 steps all the answer, all the question. Even though other people asking questions, we also can see the answer in worldwide compared to only the answer I ask, only the question I ask, and the answer I can get back for my question only. That is the most advantage compare e-community with WhatsApp.
Thank you very much, Adam, for actually supporting our e-community all this while, because we know that adopting a new method is a little bit hard.
Yeah.
So, and we all know that everybody is familiar with WhatsApp, and they much more prefer what they're familiar with rather than trying something new.
Yeah.
So with that said, thank you very much for supporting Gloden's product.
Congratulations again to all the winners! That's all I want to say for the 2021 summary. Now, let's move on to 2022 and what Customer Success Department has in store for you to enjoy better service this year. For this year's training, we will provide you with an additional 6 new courses available on our Glodem Malaysia training platform. It covers from basic to advanced courses which catered for new and existing users. We will be producing a new set of course syllabus as well as materials for our new basic TS and TRB. Besides, a special training module tailored specifically for contractors will be established to cater to the contractor's business. In addition to that, the new TRB course will help users in the bar take off for miscellaneous building. We also have new features training offered to our fellow existing users. Every year, you can attend to this course to guide you with all the latest feature updates after the product launching. So for this year, you can join our new C-IV version features training, which will be available soon in our training portal. For intermediate and advanced users, we have a new course for you to sign up for. Intermediate TBQ will be available in consultant and contractor versions. And for those who want to go for a proficient level, you can join the proficient course to improve your skills in 5D BIM. Stay tuned for more information. So, in addition to our training enhancement, we are delighted to offer our new service called Project Coaching, which specifically designed for our new onboard users as well as existing users who need guidance in completing their first project. This type of service is intended to help our users to start a project with Cubicost after attending the basic training. The guidance of this project will be done in series with a maximum period of 3 months. Therefore, users who will participate in this coaching require commitment to be actively involved in order to achieve the fruitful from the project coaching. We will be using Zoom to run this coaching, and it will run entirely online. So, For those who are interested, you can contact your account manager or email to our customer success department. In Malaysia, for many years, our main business has always been in the Klang Valley. In conjunction with the expansion of our business to other regions, we are pleased to announce that this year, we will pay more attention to regional services to ensure that quality of services can be enjoyed and delivered not only to the Klang Valley, but throughout the country. This year, we will be assigning a dedicated customer success consultant for each of the region. For South, North, Sabah, and Sarawak, to provide a better service as well as helping in nurture talent with competitive advantage skills. Each regional customer success consultant will contact you in person to introduce themselves. For Klang Valley users, don't worry, this is where our Global Malaysia is located. Our services will definitely maintain and we will continuously improve our services to provide the best quality to all of you. Regarding on Cubicost certificate, we will be having our new certificate requirements for personal and company categories. All the information, be it the criteria and procedure to apply, will be announced in our new service info pack, which I'll be announcing later. For technical support, one of our major improvement plans this year will be also focusing on e-community. More updates will be done this year to improve the whole user experience. Hence, I'd like to share the key features of e-com which is embedded directly in the software. Let's check it out. First, user can search for a tutorial and solution in the software. User is able to search for keywords inside the search menu bar where you can find it on top of the right of the software interface. On the top right of the software interface, you can key in the search keyword and all the relevant answers will appear. For example, if you want to search for column, you just need to key in column and all questions related to column will appear in the e-com section. Then, you can choose whichever column question is related with the one you're looking for. You can also search for more specific answer by keying in more keywords as close to your questions in order to get the most accurate answer. Secondly, the accessibility to e-com portal from the software interface. User can access the e-com seamlessly from the software itself, where you just need to click on the e-com logo at the top right of the interface, and it will bring you direct to the e-com page. In the question and answer page, you will get to see all the compilation queries from all users. You can browse through the questions and learn more about technical operation there. Next is about the notification of e-com in the software. When you have posted a question in e-com, you might be curious when you will be getting the answer. Now, the notification has been built in the software where the red dot notifier will appear to notify you once the answer is available. Here in your e-com profile also, you will get to see all the past questions you have posted before together with its solution. Hence, it brings more convenience for you to scroll back to get to the past questions easily whenever needed. And that's all the key features we have embedded in the software to make it more convenient for you. Last but not least, here is the important part for today. I'd be delighted to announce the launching of our Customer Success Service Info Pack produced by Global Malaysia. This info pack serves as a medium for users to access all sort of information about our services. It is compilation of services type we provided and how you can access to these services. It will be available online and offline version. There's a lot of information will be shared here in the info pack, which included but not limited to training courses, workshop, coaching, certification requirement, and its process. You can also get all the installers and installation guideline to assist you further with the installation process. The most important part is you can access to the guideline for new users who just on board to refer on what will be the next step they need to do after attended the basic course and how to level up to master Cubicost. This info pack will be available to access by end of April, so we will announce about it again soon. Every year, we from the Customer Success Department will always find ways to be better in whatever we do. And our aim, of course, to deliver only the best for you, and your satisfaction is our priority. With that, I'd like to end my presentation with a big thank you and let us know how we can serve you better from time to time by all means available. Thank you and stay safe.
Thank you, Ms. Ju, for the fantastic updates. We hope we can provide a better and more efficient service with the available platforms this year. Now, I believe most of you are keen to know what are the exclusive promotions for Cubicost C-IV. Without further ado, let's welcome Chester Sim, Customer Success Consultant, to bring us the exclusive promotion from us. Let's welcome Chester.
Thank you, Kimberly, for having me today. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chester from Customer Success Consultant from Golden Malaysia. Now, after witnessing the latest features of Cubicost C-IV, I think most of you are looking forward to know what are the exclusive promotions we have. So please do stay with me as I go through all the wonderful promotion package for Cubicost C-IV. In celebrating the newly launched of Golden Cubicost C-IV in Malaysia, we have prepared 4 types of promotion here. So coming up first, introducing Cubicost C-IV building sets. This promotion consists of 1 set of TAS, 1 set of TRB, 2 sets of TBQ. For new users who wish to digitalize your workflow, I have good news for you. You can get 12 months of subscription for free with the purchase of 24 months subscription. Besides free 12 months of subscription, you are also able to get additional 90 days subscription extension for early payment made within 14 days also.
So what are you waiting for? Just fill in the feedback form and our account managers will contact you.
As we all know, on this very day, Golden Malaysia have newly launched TME C. I believe MEP contractors are excited to be part of Golden family. Then MVP set is the one for you. It consists of 1 TME C, 2 sets of TBQ C-IV. Similar with building set, you can get 12 months of subscription for free with the purchase of 24 months of subscription plus 90 days of subscription extension once payment is done within 14 days.
MVP contractors, on board with us today and get this exclusive promotion for digitalizing your quantity takeoff.
Well, we heard that some of you may just interest in individual products only. We can do that for you too. On our next promotion, we know some of you may just be interested in one of the products. Don't worry, we got you. Introducing the exclusive promotion for TME C, TBQ C-IV. Subscribe either TME or TBQ, you are also entitled to enjoy 12 months subscription for free with the purchase of 24 months subscription plus 90 days subscription extension once payment is done within 14 days. Highlight: all the above shared promotions are only eligible for new customers and the promotion is valid until 30 April of 2022. So what are you waiting for? Contact us now.
How about existing customer? Are they going to have another promotion too?
Of course. I believe our loyal existing customers are also interested to know what promotion we have in store for them. Allow me to introduce Renew and Upgrade. So in this promotion, what do you all get? Basically, as long as you renew your license within the time frame from today till 30 of April 2022, you are able to enjoy license of extension for extra 12 months with the purchase of 24 months renewal. And payment is done within 14 days, you are also entitled to get additional 90 days subscription extend as well. So what are you waiting for? Just contact us for a demo by filling up the feedback form. Our account manager will be in contact with you after this session. Limited offer available only. Digitalize your workflow with us by getting on board. guess everyone has been looking forward for this very moment, which is the lucky draw session. So we would like to thank you for staying with us till now. It is time to reveal the lucky winner.
Okay, a gentle reminder from us that our team will contact you within the next 5 to 7 working days for details verification and gift arrangement. Please stay tuned and be patient with us. Now let's welcome Mr. Mike Ong, Country Product Manager, to draw the 3 consolation prizes. Welcome, Mr. Mike. And the first consolation prize goes to
Jack Earn from Parenting Course TNK Sdn Bhd.
Congratulations, Jack. And for the second consolation prize,
Surveyor Evelyn Teo Ching Ting from Kwanti Bina Sdn Bhd.
congratulations. And the last consolation prize goes to, let's see who's the lucky winner.
Thank you. Swazana Bakhari, MCC OEC Sdn Bhd.
Alright, congratulations. Thank you, Mike, for helping us draw. Next, let's welcome Miss Ju Fatina, Customer Success Director, to draw the second and grand prize. Welcome, Miss Ju. Okay, let's see who is getting the second prize.
Adli Aiman, Pakatan Uku Bahan Sdn Bhd.
Congratulations! Next, let's see who is getting the iPhone 13 Pro. Woo. Alright, let's see. Who is it gonna be?
Drum roll, please. To Kian Seong, OIB Construction Sdn Bhd.
Congratulations! Alright, thank you, Miss Ju.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all our winners. Our team will contact you within 5 to 7 days. Meanwhile, we would also like to express our utmost gratitude to other participants who have participated in this lucky draw.
Well, we understand your feelings for those who didn't win any lucky draw prize today, but no worries, we care for you. We will be giving out 30 packs of exclusive Golden Cubicost trainings, and winners will be announced in these coming weeks. You'll receive an email from us. So stay excited and stay tuned with us. Together,
We lead towards precision. BIM digitalization has become a trend in Malaysia AEC industry, and we hope that precision lead efficacy with full 5D BIM Cubicost C-IV product launch 2022 has inspired you with valuable insights. We are coming to an end of our product launch today. On behalf of Golden Malaysia, we would like to extend our gratitude for having you with us. You have made this event a great success. A final reminder, please fill up the feedback form before you leave this webinar. You'll be expecting to receive a certificate of attendance upon submitting. Your opinions and suggestions are what strive us to be better. Hope to see you again in Golden Future's event. Thank you, stay safe and stay healthy.